There are many, many ways that we dissipate energy, we lose energy. When we think of body energy, we think of food, what I consume, and then so then there is energy. But friends, one of the biggest ways we lose energy, and the biggest ways we continue to create events to lose energy is the way we speak. We lose energy every time we feel low. Our feelings are energy. We open our mouth and talk and complain and judge people. That means we are somewhere deep inside, we are feeling low. The emotion is low. That means we're losing all the energy right there. Complaining and judging are anti spiritual practice. Or if we don't complain, don't judge, in the context of energy, we are plentifully receiving. And complaining straight away makes us helpless, and then we are losing ton of energy in the process of feeling low. Every thought, every word is energy. Unscientific thinking, unwanted thinking is making us lose energy. Thankfully, the simple meditation is helping us to remove and eliminate all that unwanted thinking. Now you can easily test this. Suppose we have breakfast and we sit down, not do anything, just sit down at home. 20% of the body energy, just I'm talking about the energy to do, is utilized by the brain in this, all the ideas, all the thoughts. The thoughts are the fundamentally dissipating a lot of energy. Must be much more. That's why we feel hungry very soon, even though we don't do anything. But now with meditation, we don't dissipate energy anymore. Instead, we move into higher emotional states, peaceful states. So we start gaining, we start aligning to this field to receive energy.
Welcome, good evening, good morning, everyone who's joining here today. It's an amazing, beautiful day for me. It's calm and pleasant in the morning, some light showers in my place. I feel nice. Too much hot suddenly I felt this year. I am very happy to be your host and welcome you all today. It's a blessing for me to be doing this. Thank you for listening in, for joining in, for making time. Let's start with meditation, and then we have an amazing, one of my favorite speakers today, amazing person. She will walk us through another favorite topic of mine, which is four agreements. Let's get into meditation, dear friends. For that, there are two-step process. We will do a heart elevation first, and then get into the Anapanasati meditation. For heart elevation, what we do is we sit in the way you see in the picture here on the screen. Make sure you are sitting comfortably. There is no rule that you have to be sitting on the ground, crisscrossed. You can make yourself comfortable on a chair, whichever makes you comfortable to sit through for 30 minutes, because we're going to do this for 30 minutes. And you place your hands on your heart and listen to your heartbeat, because that is where you're going to get your heart and mind in coherence. So this is what is going to take you into the meditation process much more smoothly, much more effectively, and helps you reduce your thoughts while you are in the meditation. Okay, so this is where you start, and then after, you will be listening to Chandra sir's guided meditation in this whole process. So when we move from heart elevation, we move into our breath mindful meditation, which is Anapanasati. And for that, what you'll do is you're going to cross your fingers, and place them on your lap, and then cross your feet at the ankle wherever you're sitting. And you just continue the process, follow the guidance. And that's pretty much, I'm sure we all together here make a beautiful session today and create something wonderful for us to see through today and all the days hereafter. Thank you, and let's get into meditation, friends. one other point I want to mention is you're focusing on your breath. Okay, that's most important. I keep missing that. So you're focusing on your breath from here, from here and to in between your eyebrows. So this is not anything specific that you're going to do. All you have to do is what you do regularly, which is breathing normally. When you open your eyes and breathe, however you're breathing, that's exactly how you do when you close your eyes and so all put together, all that you're seeing is you're observing how lucky we are to be able to breathe today, right? You just observe your breath, the way it goes in and comes out, and you're focusing, and that helps you to reduce your thoughts. Yeah, you don't have to do any strong breaths, but I think each one has their own way of getting into the thoughtless process. Follow how your body guides you through. At the end of it, it is about reducing your thoughts and just enjoying, the bliss it is going to drive you into. Thank you.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands in your chest area. And resting your attention on your sacred heart. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its higher vibration of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or simply imagine to be living an experience of higher emotions of love, deep joy, gratitude. Relive that moment and feel that energy. the more you experience this higher emotions and energy of love, compassion, the more coherent you become. With all things and everyone. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy connected to each other. Use self to direct this energy, to spread this energy to everyone and everything on this planet, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. we are going into powerful group meditation, dear friends. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. The mind is becoming empty. We experience greater emptiness. That calmness inside of you, all around you. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into the deeper states of calmness, emptiness. As the mind is becoming empty, all that liberated energy is channelized into the present moment. Your body begins to function at its natural best. You develop greater power of thought. your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. Become aware of that calmness, stillness within you as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of limitless dimensions, the field of infinite possibilities. The more you are with it, the more you tune in to the abundance of healing energy. empowerment energy, that energy of love, that energy of the mystic, or whatever you can become aware of. Into this emptiness of no body, of nothing. Less matter, more emptiness and energy. As the mind is rested, you move away from this matter, your body. You experience that emptiness, energy, the feel of all connection, the field of all wisdom. The more you are in this calmness, emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more connected you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, your divine self. Receive your greater mind, that awareness. the more you are with it, the more you experience your intuitive intelligence. The more you develop that acceptance, and the more effortless life becomes. Friend, is truly a privilege to be experiencing this life, to be exploring consciousness for a greater life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to everything and to everyone? Be grateful to this intelligent universe. To your parents, to your teachers, to your mentors. Deep gratitude to yourself, to your body. Give thanks to this nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. Gratitude to all the people in your life, to everyone. To everything, the technology, the system, the company, the governments. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And then you open your eyes.
I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way.
Welcome back. That was an amazing, amazing meditation, right? Such a wonderful group energy here. Thank you all. I had a great time. I didn't want to even come out of meditation. I don't want to miss listening to Lataji today. So let me welcome Latha Kota ji. She's Latha Kota, a profound meditation master, resides in Albany, New York, alongside her husband Raman Kota and two sons. Her spiritual journey commenced in childhood but took on new depth during the challenges of COVID-19 pandemic. Embracing Anapanasati, also known as breath mindful meditation, she profound she found profound transformation through this practice, closely associated with our Buddha CEO Foundation. Now, despite her professional commitments as a software professional, employed by the state of New York in a demanding and stressful job, Latha Kota actively leads and participates in meditation sessions organized by the Buddha CEO. Her diverse background, which blends her expertise in successful professional life with her spiritual journey, lends a unique quality to her role as a spiritual guide. Latha Kota's dedication to meditation not only enhanced her physical health, but also inspired her family to embrace meditation, resulting in collective benefits. Moreover, her colleagues at work have experienced the positive impacts of meditation programs she introduced within the workplace. That is wonderful to hear you today, Latha Kotaji. Thank you so much for making time. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for introducing me with the nice words. And today we will be discussing about the four agreements. Four agreements, these are jewels for great relationships with ourselves and also with others. And moreover, in these four agreements, the first one is be impeccable with your words. Yes, friends, we have to be very careful with what we are talking. We need to be very impeccable with words that are coming from our mouth. And speaking with honesty, kindness, and purpose, words are really, really powerful friends, and more powerful than what we realize. And we don't even know how powerful they are. They can heal, they can inspire or uplift someone in just few seconds. And at the same time, they can also hurt or discourage or create a distance without even know what happened. So these are really important when you are building a nice relationship with others or with yourself as well. And how this happens is reading books, and when we meditate, we start becoming more aware, not just for our thoughts, but also the way we speak, or we realize how deeply our words affect us and the people around us. So, friends, we have to be very careful. Use your words gently, truthfully, and with purpose. And say only what you truly mean, and don't speak just to impress or to fill the silence. And it is very common for us, right? Like, for example, if someone comes to our house, we feel like, okay, they came to our house and this is our responsibility to engage them. Yes, of course, there will be some responsibility to engage our guests, but we have to be very careful what we are talking, and it should have some meaning when we say something out from in front of them. You need not to entertain them continuously from since when they came, or and until they um, leave the house, right, friends? And it is very hard, and in order to do that, we always want to bring something which is not even necessary to engage them, which I feel a little bit personally. I feel it is really hard to engage them continuously, and to bring something which is not make any sense to me, which is so I feel like, okay, yes, sometimes there will be time that we have to give a pass, and you can even listen from others as well. So, and every word you speak carries energy. Make it one of the kindness and clarity and integrity, friends. And also, we talk a lot of times, we talk against ourselves, like um, we may not realize what we are talking about ourselves, but every time you say I'm not good enough or I can't do this in our mind, your words shape your reality. So be gentle and be kind, be your own biggest supporter. So if you can support yourself, who will be supporting friends, right? So you have to be very careful when you are saying about yourself, like I'm not capable of doing things. Yes, there are some days that good days will be there, bad days will be there. It doesn't mean that you are not capable to do that. It depends on what you how what is your state of mind. It depends on what was the day. But you can always bring yourself back to the to do things, and you support yourself and be confident on what you are doing. So you deserve to hear encouragement from yourself most of all. Like, no one come and say that, hey, you are so beautiful, or maybe they say that, oh, you are very nice and you are so capable, you are strong, you are weak, you know of course, negative words we do hear a lot of, but positive words also we hear. But the other tendency what we have is like, when there are positive words, we take them but we forget immediately. But if there are negative criticism, we keep on thinking about that. So we need not to hurt ourselves by thinking all those things, and what people say, what people gossip about ourselves, or because it doesn't make any it won't give any meaning for our life or for our happy living, friends. And also, we need to stay away from the gossips. It may fun at that moment, but it drains our energy. It creates more drama in our life than what we need. And if we are speaking about someone with anger or judgment, we are only attracting more of that energy into our world, friends. So we have to be very careful, and we need to use our words to heal, not to harm ourselves or others. They can lift, uh, lift someone's spirit or weigh them down, friends. And so choose to be light and say something kind, speak with love. Don't forget, the first person who needs our kindness is ourselves. Yes, it is true. If we love ourselves, automatically we love everyone, and we feel the oneness. And how this happens is by meditating regularly. Don't and don't get yourself pulled into the dramas. I know in workplace or if you go outside social gatherings, we always easily pull to the dramas, and it's always better to speak less and speak what is really meaningful, and don't fear into the others' lives, so they don't get shaken by what others says. The people who don't fear interfere into others' life, and um, they don't even get shaken by what others says, because they are anchored, calm and clear. So, and when they speak, it comes from the place of truth, not from the ego, friends. So next time when we speak, ask ourselves, like, ask yourself, like, all my words are kind? Are they true? Are they necessary? That is being impeccable and feels amazing, friends. And if we go to the second agreement, don't take anything personal. And this is very, very common in every one of our lives, right, friends? At home, at office, with in front of kids, if our kids say something, we always think in positive, negative way. Oh, see how he's saying, I'm or she, what see what she is saying about us, like we are their parents, and we are always uh, think good things about them, and now they see how they are talking about ourselves. Those are all, like, those are all our very common things we take into personally, and they say, like, even pricing also, if someone come and price to you, yes, we do take personally and we feel happy. And when say something bad about us, we don't like that, and we feel so bad, and we feel sad and angry, and so, friends, being in the middle is really, really important. So, to do that one, we should not take anything into personal. And we need to understand that it is not about us. If someone says something about or talks something about us, it's not about us. Everyone sees the world through their own lens, shaped by their own experiences and emotions and current state of mind. Right, friends? And if someone is happy, they may treat you with love, right? And if they are stressed out or hurting, they may act harshly, and that's so. This is on them. Even ourselves. Like, let's say if something, let's say if our day is bad, at work, or maybe or at home, whatever it could be, whatever the place or situation, if we are not feeling happy, or if we got hurt or something, and when we are in that low state, if someone comes to us and asking continuously, like, take your kids, like if they come and say, hey, mom, dad, I want to go to movie, or I want to go to my friend's house, please drop me, please, 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 if they keep on saying that, what happens is, like, we just show all our anger, the madness, or the sorrow, everything on them, and say that, hey, stop it, this is done. It's not about their, we know that this is coming from somewhere else, but they don't know that, right, friends? And so imagine how the kids think, like, oh, I didn't say anything, why mom or dad is so angry on me? Did I do wrong? So the same thing we do, even though we are adults. The taking into personal doesn't change. We always, if someone says something, hey, because of you this happened, we think that, oh, I shouldn't do this one, or maybe I should have done in this a different way. We take into personal. We have to understand that it is their state of mind, friends. So how they are feeling, they react in front of us. So when someone snaps at you, just ignore, or even reject. If someone rejects you, just don't let it shake your sense of self. Yes, friends, don't see rejection as failure, or don't let someone's mood decide your worth. Instead, stay centered. Remind yourself this is about their journey, not mine. And this is not very easy to be like this. You have to do practice, you have to do meditation definitely helps us to stay grounded like this. And also it teaches us that everything is temporary, and that we don't need to hold on to the noise of others, friends. When you stop taking things personally, you stop suffering unnecessarily, and that's the real freedom. And also sajjana sangatyam, like talking with alike people, with talking sharing your experiences, and listening others experiences are really really helpful for to build our personality, and to support ourselves, friends. And the third one is, don't make assumptions. Yes, if you are not clear on something, you just express, ask them to give the clarification instead of guessing. Yes, we all do, and we all assume. Especially uh, again, if we take the example of meetings, even I do used to be like that. I mean, now also sometimes I keep forgetting these things, and then again I. But I'm a little bit conscious than before meditation. When I came into the meditation, if someone says something in front, even though they are joking, I used to take seriously, and I used to think like, oh, maybe I mean, I know they are joking, but they do have this in their mind. That's why instead of seriously, they are saying they are joking around, and then they are expressing their whatever thought they have about me in their mind. So I used to think a lot like this, friends. And I never go, I mean, most of the times I won't go in front of them, and then I never get clarification about what they said. Instead, I start feeling bad by myself, um, and if it is more extreme, then I talk, and then I say, hey, you did that, and so day you said that, and I didn't say anything. Why did you say that? We just carry, and we keep on, like, we keep that as a baggage in on back of our minds. And then when this explodes and the time comes for the explosion, we just say everything, we bring everything happened like 10 years back also, friends. Then after I came into the meditation, I realized that, does this really need it? How stressful I am feeling with these all these thoughts that I am carrying. I am keeping this as a baggage, like, lot of weight on my head. I don't want to do all these things. When I got realized about these, friends, I started releasing everything, and now I feel I don't even remember um, some things like happened even in yesterday also, or maybe like a few hours back. And if someone say come and say that, hey, did you remember, do you know what she said, do you remember that? I said, no, I don't. And now my colleagues or my friends, sometimes they even tease me like, oh, you started forgetting everything, you are having a memory loss. But still I don't take that as a serious talk or anything. And I just say that it's okay, it's always better to forget about things what happened past, and I just want to be in the present moment. And I am very happy about that. I just say this. In fact, I'm very happy about what I am now and how I feel in this present moment, friends. And it is not easy though. Even though I am doing the meditation, I'm practicing all these things, there are some days that we forget about this, what we have learned, and we will be unconscious sometimes, depending upon how much work you are doing, or maybe you are busy in the work and you are not even conscious about what you are doing. It happens sometimes, but friends, believe me, again you will come back in no time. Yes, even though it again, my experience with the before meditation and after meditation is, I used to take a lot of time to bring back myself into the present moment before meditation, and now I feel so it will be so quickly. Even though if I get anger, it will stay only few seconds, my dear friends, and that is very important. It's not about whether you are angry or not. How quick you came out of that situation is very, very, very important, and that is the achievement that I feel personally. I feel the same way. That is my achievement, and that is the gift that I'm giving to myself, instead of keeping everything in my mind and hurting myself, friends. So, these assumptions all create a storm in our mind, and one small guess can turn into 100 thoughts, emotions, worries, and before we know it, right, friends? And we will be very exhausted about those things. And the better way is communicate clearly, ask, express, and clarify. I started doing that, friends. I may not do 100%, but even if we do 10% also, that is an enlightenment that we got with this meditation, or with the sharings of great masters, or reading from the books, friends. I feel the same way. When you accept what we are getting and what we are learning, that helps us to grow more and more. And also, I started learning how to accept everyone and their emotions and their thought process and how they feel, friends, which is really helped me to stay calm and happy. So that is why, again, meditation come into the picture. Instead of guessing what other means, they speak up calmly and openly. This avoids unnecessary dramas, sadness, or confusion, friends. So before jumping into the conclusions, ask ourselves, what do I actually know for sure? Do I know for sure what they meant? Most misunderstandings begin in silence. If something feels unclear, speak up with kindness. No need to be very harsh or something. You just be kind and ask them, like, I'm not sure what you are saying about that. Get the clarification and stop the assumptions, friends. And the fourth one, which is the last but not least, is always do your best, friends. Your effort matters more than perfection. Yes, and I was like that too. I used to be um, do everything perfectly. I like to see everything, all things should be in perfect way. Like when I uh, for example, this is really probably this might have a lot of people's life in situations. Like, let's say if a housemaid comes to our house to clean the house, I'm not always satisfied with how they clean the house. I always say, "Oh, see, there is a dust here. There is you didn't pick that one." It is kind. I didn't understand at the time when I was not practicing this meditation, and when I'm not learning or enlighten myself. But now when I remember those things, I feel so bad about what I did, and I feel so sorry for them. But I learned how to say sorry to the person when if I think that I hurt her or him, friends. And same with me, if I am cooking something, I will look for, okay, these vegetables has to be like this. It has to be same size, same shape. That the perfectness. I always look for the perfectness, and then that makes me feel stressful, friends. Yes, I really felt so much stressful when I'm doing things. So now I shifted from perfectness to the best that I can do. Like, I started thinking like, okay, this is the best that I can do. So forget about how what the outcome is. Just focus on what you can do, Give your 100% effort, friends. Life isn't about being perfect, it is about showing up and giving your best, whatever whatever that looks like today. Some days your best will be amazing. You will feel so focused, energetic on one point, and other days you might feel tired and low, and your best uh, maybe it's just showing up, right? So that's okay too. Yeah, there are, every person will have such type of days, like they are so much energetic on one day, and the next day we might not be so much energetic, so much focused, but that's okay. And don't be hard on yourself, friends. If you couldn't follow the other three, let's say for example, like we are learning four agreements. Let's say if you can't follow the other three agreements, don't be harsh on yourself, friends. It's okay, take small steps, baby steps, and don't judge yourself, or don't feel regret. Mistakes happen, and we all know that we learn from the mistakes, right, friends? And the best we can do is, like, if something happens, if a mistake happens, take that as a lesson and see what you have learned out of that, and try to um, uh, do more. What you say, like, is next time don't try to make the same mistake, because now you know out of that mistake what you have learned, and try to find the solutions how you can clarify yourself, or you can instead of blaming yourself, friends. And don't whatever it matter is, like, you have to think like this, like, did I try to finish this work? Did I give my 100% effort? Did I care about this? So just think like that, and move on. Meditation teaches us this self kindness. It helps us drop guilt and step into the field of infinite possibilities, friends. So the quantum field, where anything can happen if we just stay in balance and keep showing up with our best, friends. And this is really really important in our life, to lead our life very happily, joyful, and to enjoy the life. Don't make yourself hard, and don't blame yourself, don't judge yourself. And once we stop judging ourselves, we stop judging others too. And whenever you do things that it makes you feel happy, just pat yourself and say, hey, we did a good job, right, friends? I do sometimes, and I do talk in front of mirror also sometimes, like, say, okay, that's fine, Latha, we will be doing great today, even though yesterday it is not great. That's okay, but today it will be great. I always try to talk myself, and sometimes whenever I remember, if I go in front of my mirror, and sometimes things suddenly pop into my head, so I just talk in front of mirror by looking into my eyes, friends. That also really helps us to move forward and makes us feel more proud of us. Thank you so much, friends. Thanks for giving this opportunity. And if you have any questions, friends, please feel free to.
Thank you, Lata, ma'am. That is beautiful listening to you.
Thank you,
What I
ma'am.
have done? I have put in this four agreements. I wrote it down after the last 40-day session and put it on the fridge. Okay. I keep reading it as an affirmation. I am impeccable with my words. I don't take anything personally. I don't make assumptions. I do my best. I keep doing this.
Wow.
So that made it as an affirmation. I keep doing this. Looking at that, my little one also started, oh, this seems to be good. So she started writing her own. So it is nice because I myself see, I've been working for almost 25 years, and I figured that you're good in what you do at one point, and there are things that are outside what you do. Suddenly we start stammering when we are lost or our confidence is low. We start blabbering at one point, right? So very well said. And that, all these are reiterations for us to time and again remember such simple things, something we deal with every time, every day, right? And I also found that I'm in a career break right now, and I figured emptiness, not having much to do, also gets into our conditioned thoughts, and makes
Yeah,
us unnecessarily think something. And when our confidence goes down, all of these thoughts also become too
comes up.
magnanimous and come in
Yes.
front of us, right? And
Yeah.
so keeping ourselves doing what we like repeatedly makes us, along with meditation, along with listening to a lot of good books and audios that are there out there, focusing on repeatedly hearing all of that, along with the Sajjana Sangatyam that you're saying, all of it put together helps us to avoid these aspects which keep us, in stressed. And Hussein sir has been, messaging wonderfully all of, how you can deal with all, Sir, do you want to add, Hussein sir? Let me see. Do you want to add something, sir, to the conversation?
Yeah. But I like the idea that you saying that put it in the fridge. That is really a common place where we most of the time walk around, right? So which is really really helpful. Maybe I should do that too.
Hello.
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 Hi, wonderful topic, Madam G. Very nicely
Thank you.
said. And as you were talking, I was Googling to read more about this book. So I was cutting and pasting there for all the participants for added information. I hope you did not mind that.
No, no, no.
I
Wonderful.
have been actually a life coach earlier when I used to run my own organization in Dubai. Now, of course, I'm retired. I live in Bangalore with my wife. We were both running a life coaching organization institute, which we founded and ran in Dubai for almost 15, 20 years. So, of course, like you said, there's so much material out there. There's so many, coachings that people can read about and learn from. So this was a wonderful topic, short and crisp, about the 4 agreements. It is wonderful. Thank you for doing a wonderful job. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Friends, anybody of you want to share your experience, ask any questions, please raise your hand. I can unmute you.
So the reason that I took this agreements concept is I just want to share about what I felt is like I read this book when I'm reading, and this is I think this is not only me. Probably a lot of people have the same kind of feeling or emotion or thoughts. Um, when initially when I heard about these 4 agreements before reading this book, I was really, really interested, and then I felt like, okay, I want to read more about this one. I know in the classes or if someone sharing about this, there will be like small things and the main things they definitely share and they along with their experiences. But I felt like, okay, I want to read this book and I want to experience what it is. And when I started reading this book, and they do in that book they do have some kind of practices as well, so that made me feel more made me to think about these points more and how to put in the practice. So that is where it started, and that was really helpful. This book really helped me to take small steps, and still I am working on those 4 agreements. And that is one thing, and I want to recall that one. But the tendency of mine is, once I read the book and I just leave the book for a few days, for a few months, I will remember, and then I try to put it in the practice, and slowly it will fade away from my mind. So to not to happen that, I keep on bringing this topic once in a while to refresh myself as well, friends. That is why this today's session, I thought, okay, let me share this one so I can get refreshed by myself too. And I want to be putting these more into more practice.
Ma'am, if I may ask you, on the second one, right, on the second agreement, where don't take anything personally, it is, you've been doing meditation, you've been reading so much, and you're right now, you're able to handle that. I'm still in the journey. I am maybe in the first few days of the journey, let me put it that way. It's not easy sometimes, but yes, I get conscious of I am taking it personally. I'm at that state. Earlier, I wouldn't even know, and it gets into my body like a virus. But now I'm conscious. But coming out of it, not thinking of it, is not an easy task. It's a battle between the mind and the, good advocate and the bad advocate. They keep battling between, you know, why do you do that? I do so much to you. Why do you do that? Right? It keeps happening. So how do you deal with it? How do you deal
I
with
do.
it at that point?
It's a really good and big question, though. Actually, I'm still working on that one, but what felt personally is, we always expect something from others. There will be a lot of expectations. So if we do something to someone, we expect again from them, right? So let's say if we did a favor for let's say I did a favor for you, and tomorrow when I ask a favor from you, there might be a reason. I mean, there will be a situation like you may not able to do it at that time because it's not purposefully, but the situation came like that. But what I think is like, see, I did so much for her, and she don't want to do anything to me when I need it. So that is the assumption we take, right? So we think that, okay, she doesn't want to do, she's not she don't have any intention to help me. That's the assumption. But from your side, from your point of view, you might have something else that you want to do, or you already planned, or you have to do. you know there is a situation like that. We always take those as personally, and then we think that, okay, how much I helped, she don't even remember, and she doesn't want to do anything. And so the I realized that, okay, there will be some expectation for me, and from out of those expectations, I'm taking everything into personal. If she says something to me, I say, okay, even though how good I do for her, she always think me in the wrong way only,
Mm.
right? That's how I feel. So there is an expectation, like she always has to think about me as in a positive way. So that's what I felt. Maybe that's how I started thinking. Personally, I started thinking in that way, ma'am. Sir, yeah, please go ahead. If you want to add something, yes.
Yes, that was a question from Deepa, ma'am, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am, greetings to you. It is evening here in Bangalore. So good evening. I don't know where you are. It may be another time zone for you.
Yeah, it is morning for me. I'm here in New Jersey.
Okay, nice.
Mm.
Greetings to everyone. Have you heard of NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming? It's very popular, of course. It started in USA, then it spread to
Yes.
the rest of the world. NLP, you have, yes. So both of you all have heard. Now, we used to use a lot of that in our institute for human development and therapy. See, NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, can be used for two purposes. One is for effective communication, okay? Because with the linguistics, you can affect the neurons of the person who is reading your written words or listening to your words spoken also. All right. That's a communication part of it, effective communication. Now, there's also another part in NLP, which is for the therapeutic purpose. Okay. That can be used for mental health. It can be used for handling feelings and emotions. Like we just discussed, you all discussed now, about somebody says something to you, immediately you tend to feel bad, tend to feel hurt. Yeah, maybe feel angry, disappointed, I'm doing so much, but I don't get the right response. Now, in NLP, it teaches us, you can Google all this, it's all there, that people are not all made in the same way. Of course, we are human beings, we are men and women. Okay, we know that. But what I mean is, people come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. And what I mean by that is, we have different sensory perceptual styles. Now, what is sensory perceptual styles? Now, we all know, even in our meditation classes, which Sir G is teaching us, we have 5 senses, right? Yeah. Visual, auditory, auditory is for the hearing. Then the kinesthetic is for the touch and the feel. And there's something called olfactory and gustatory. Olfactory is for the nose, for the smell sensation. Gustatory is for the taste. So we call this VAKOG for short. So remember, VAKOG are the visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, gustatory. But the first 3, the VAK, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, that is what affects in relationships. Because not all people have the same sensory perceptual style of communication, right? Like, for instance, my wife is highly auditory. So for her, the auditory sense is much more pronounced than the visual or the kinesthetic. Okay? So for her, when she says something to me, she wants it return back, the reply to come back to her in a sense which is auditory, more auditory. Now, when I tested myself, there are tests you can do for this in NLP. I'm more of a kinesthetic person or kinesthetic person. I'm a touchy-feely guy, right? So I would probably reply to her in a soft tone, and say only a few words and expect her to understand my reply and then be satisfied with that. But she's not, because she wants somebody who speaks to her in a very loud voice, very auditory, very boisterous, and respond in the same loud voice that she spoke. And then she's comfortable that way. But I'm not made like that. Okay, so please understand, some people are more visual, some people are more auditory, some people are more kinesthetic in their sensory perceptual style. So this happens at place of work, okay, in a presentation, in a meeting, okay. Some people want those PowerPoint slides. Apart from the presenter, the speaker who is speaking and explaining everything, they want those handouts, they want the printed material, they want those nice, colorful slides. Then it gets in, it registers to them. Why? Because they're visual people. They're not interested much on the speaker's tone of voice or how loud he was, how fast, how slow he spoke. No, these are the visual people. So remember this at your place of work. You have to satisfy visual people in their sensory perceptual style. The auditory person in that meeting, they want the speaker to be very clear, crisp, high tone of voice, very enthusiastic, very energetic in his delivery of his presentation, of his speech. They are very satisfied. They're not interested in his PowerPoint slides and they don't want to go through the handouts. They got everything. Every word got registered. Now, the kinesthetic person, they want more feelings and emotions to come from the presenter because they feel it deep inside. They feel, oh, I'm satisfied, like having a good meal. Oh, that presentation, very nice. It filled me up very nicely. So just remember these three things: VAK, visual, auditory, kinesthetic. So next time with your spouse, with your family members, or at your place of work, remember this person and try to understand how they speak. Look at their eye cues, their body language. From that, you can know, okay, this person I need to give back, because people like to receive in the same way that they are comfortable with. Thank you for those 2 minutes that you gave me.
Nice. It's an amazing session when there's so much of insights flowing in from all sides.
Yeah, just Google, madam, NLP for therapeutic purpose.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
you
will.
have a wonderful day in New Jersey. God
Thank
bless
you,
you
sir.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lataji. That was amazing.
Thank you, Deepa ma'am.
Friends, if you have anything else, you can come forward, ask, share your experience today.
I want to add one thing here. When you say share your experience, friends, it is very, very important sharing experience with everyone. It's not that you are teaching something to someone. It's for us. Sharing experiences really helps ourselves to grow more and more, along with others as well, friends. Yeah, just I want to add. So please don't hesitate to share. If you have anything, please come forward.
I agree with that so much. I'm very conscious. I was not doing this before. I must say that in front of all of you, I admit, all, juniors and seniors.
Me
It
too.
took me, it took me to just do it, to be able to even sit in front of you and talk. Believe me, it is not rocket science because I am one person whose job involves last 25 years just talking. So it should come easily to me, right? Because I talk and I talk with variety, diverse kind of people. So how is it so difficult for me to switch on the camera, talk in front of people, which is where you very well know these people are not going to give you a EA rating or a scoring or a
Yeah,
promotion
no
or judge
judgments.
you, are going to
Yeah.
go and talk about you in such a pious place where it's only filled with wisdom, knowledge, calm, and
Yes.
serenity, right? And
Yeah.
it's not easy. It's such a small thing, but it took me until I volunteered to do it. It is what that took me to even understand and realize and feel that experience in first place. So trust me, I am going through the journey of having meditation own me, accept me completely, so I don't have to really, I'm dependent today to be acting well. I have to meditate. I have to listen to a lot of wisdom, and it keeps me sane through the day, allows me to, work on from today to tomorrow rather than from childhood to today, right? So that helps me move forward, and please come forward. You will all appreciate and feel nice as you finish coming forward, share your experience and go through your day. You'll feel good about it. I feel good about it. Thank you, ma'am. You're an inspiration. You're able to sit and talk about a topic flowing through, and
Thank you.
I'm sure it shows a lot of effort on how much you put into meditation to be able to, right?
Oh, yeah.
Keeps
I
you.
used to be very shy to come in front of people. Yeah, this really helped me to. Yeah, that's why I'm saying so I know from where I came, and I feel the same. Probably this will be helpful for everyone, and this is the nice platform to be open. I mean, open in the sense like be come forward and talk and express. Yeah. All right. So no one have anything. So I think Deepa ma'am, can we?
Kind of. Yes, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for a wonderful time, for this group energy, which is amazing and a great learning. Thank you, Lata ma'am. Thank you, Hussein sir. Wonderful learning today. Have a great
Yes.
rest of the day.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Hussein sir.
Thank you, Sai ma'am. That the song that you played after the video, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love.